You're listening to the sound of sleepless nights. Stay close. New deep house journeys drop every day. Red moons, ocean fog, velvet coastlines. The shoreline glow beneath us, crimson reflections on the water. Deep house drifting from the villas, hidden somewhere in the cliffs. You stood barefoot in the moonlight, wine glass shaking in your fingers, looking heartbreakingly distant, like somebody built from memories. Palm trees moved against the thunder, warm rain flooding marble terraces. Everything around the coastline felt emotionally cinematic. You smiled slowly through the silence, watching lightning split the ocean. And somehow your quiet breathing sounded louder than the storm. Warm tides, soft fire, take me higher. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, floating under blood-red skies. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You make loneliness feel holy, like emotional poetry. And beneath the ocean haze, I dissolved inside your gaze. Slow waves, blue smoke. A saxophone echoed softly from another hidden rooftop. The whole coastline looked alive, like a fever dream in motion. Funny how emotional detachment forms inside temporary nights. One kiss, one storm, one skyline, and suddenly your whole life changes. Rain hit the balcony around us, thunder rolling through the harbor. You pulled my jacket closer, laughing underneath the lightning. Then your forehead touched my chest, breathing slowly in the darkness. And suddenly the Mediterranean felt heartbreakingly small. Let tomorrow stay away, I don't want another day. Let the shoreline drown in light while we disappear tonight. No clean endings, no peace, only atmosphere and heat, till the sunrise floods the gold and reality takes hold. Soft rain, red skies, still trapped inside your eyes. Cold waves, slow pain, whispering your name. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, floating under blood-red skies. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You make loneliness feel holy, like emotional poetry. And beneath the ocean haze, I dissolved inside your gaze. Red moons, ocean fog, velvet coastlines. Blue vacancy, ocean storms. Neptune Motel. The motel sign buzzed softly beside the flooded coastline. Deep house echoing through thin walls into the freezing midnight rain. You sat smoking near the window, blue neon across your shoulders, looking heartbreakingly lonely, like somebody waiting forever. Waves attack the empty boardwalk, thunder rolled beyond the harbor. Everything around the shoreline flash cameras, old rooftops, Polaroid hearts. The rooftop party overlooked a skyline drowning in the summer rain. Deep house drifting through cassette speakers into the humid midnight air. You carried a vintage camera, photographing strangers laughing, looking heartbreakingly nostalgic, like memories made human. Every flash froze tiny moments, wine-stained cigarette smoke kisses. Everything around that rooftop felt emotionally temporary. You took a picture of me smiling, then hid it inside your jacket, and somehow that tiny gesture stayed louder than the music. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, underneath these city lights. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You make fleeting moments sacred, like emotional snapshots. And beneath the rooftop haze, I dissolved inside your gaze. Flash cameras, old rooftops, Polaroid hearts. Gold roulette, velour smoke, casino hearts. The casino floor kept blowing long after the crowd vanished. Deep house echoing through chandeliers into the sleepless atmosphere. You leaned against the roulette table, black velvet gloves and diamonds, looking heartbreakingly dangerous, like temptation dressed in gold. Champagne glasses caught the lightning. Thunder rolled beyond Monaco. Everything around the ballroom felt emotionally expensive. You smiled while losing slowly, like risk itself excited you. And somehow every glance pulled me deeper into you. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, underneath these velvet lights. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You made heartbreak feel luxurious, like emotional decadence. And beneath the golden haze, I dissolve inside your gaze. Gold roulette, velour smoke, casino hearts. Jungle mist, warm rivers, rainforest reverie. The jungle resort floated above dark tropical rivers. Deep house blending with nature sounds into hypnotic midnight rhythms. You walk barefoot through the rain, white linen soaked against your skin, looking heartbreakingly peaceful, like a spirit born from storm. Thunder echoed through the valley, fireflies glowing near the water. Everything around the forest felt emotionally alive. You pulled me into the rainfall, laughing underneath the lightning. And somehow the whole world collapsed into warm silence. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, inside this summer paradise. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You made nature feel divine, like rainwater mixed with fire. And beneath the jungle skies, I disappeared inside your eyes. Jungle mist, warm rivers, rainforest reverie. Heat waves, neon sand, midnight mirage. pulsing through the dunes like a heartbeat buried underground. You move slowly through the crowd, gold chains glowing in the firelight, looking heartbreakingly unreal, like hallucinations after midnight. Bonfires burn beside the speakers, warm wind carrying the bass lines. Everything around the festival felt emotionally hypnotic. You whispered something in my ear, lost beneath the thunderous music, and somehow your voice destroyed me more than silence. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, inside this burning paradise. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You make chaos feel divine, like obsession mixed with light. And beneath the amber skies, I disappeared inside your eyes. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, inside this burning paradise. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You made chaos feel divine, like obsession mixed with light. And beneath the amber skies, I disappeared inside your eyes. Heat waves, neon sand, midnight mirage. Ice storms, broken satellite, northern silence. The observatory stood empty, covered underneath the snowfall. Deep house humming through static into the frozen darkness. You watched auroras above us, hands hidden in oversized sleeves, looking heartbreakingly peaceful against the glowing winter sky. Radio towers blinked softly through the endless fields of white. Everything around the mountains felt emotionally untouched. You whispered, "Don't disappear," while snow hit the rooftop windows. And somehow those three words stayed louder than the storm. Chrome reflection, fast engine, highway hearts. The freeway burned beneath us, streetlights blurring into gold. Deep house roaring through the speakers inside the midnight Corvette. You lean back against the leather, silver boots across the dashboard, looking heartbreakingly reckless, like freedom dressed in black. Billboards flicker through the rain, thunder chasing us for miles. Everything around the highway felt emotionally cinematic. You laughed while pushing faster, hands shaking on the steering wheel. And somehow every mile pulled me deeper into you. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, racing underneath city lights. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You made danger feel romantic, like emotional acrobatics. And beneath the endless sky, I disappeared inside your eyes. Chrome reflections, fast engines, highway hearts. Mirror balls, white smoke, afterlife, disco. The underground disco shimmered like heaven after midnight. Deep house mixed with disco strings beneath ultraviolet lights. You dance slowly through the crowd, silver glitter on your eyelids, looking heartbreakingly divine, like an angel dressed for chaos. Champagne flooded over marble, thunder rolled above downtown. Everything around the club felt emotionally immortal. You grabbed my hands while laughing, pulling me beneath the strobes. And somehow the whole night collapsed into your heartbeat. I'm drowning in limerence tonight, inside this endless paradise. Every heartbeat, every scar still survives inside the dark. You made ecstasy feel holy, like celestial poetry. And beneath the disco haze, I disappeared inside your gaze. Mirror balls, white smoke, afterlife, disco. church bells, funeral, stone cathedral soaked in grey, candles melting through the day, voices lowered into dust, faces made of social trust. I came dressed in practice grief, tight black tie and clenched teeth. Then across the aisle I saw you, and every nerve turned raw. Veil half hiding red and eyes, rainwater mixed with mascara lines. Not the place to feel this flame, yet the body never asks shame. Sad songs, old pain, sometimes loss unlocks the vein. Funeral, black roses fall, while your silence shakes it all. Death is speaking from the priest, still desire will not cease. Funeral, black roses near, mixed with innocence, mixed with tears. In a room built just for goodbye, you become the reason why. Black roses fall. We meet beside the parish gate, offer condolences too late. Hands touch once in formal way, and a decade floods the grave. You say I heard you moved away, I say yeah and you stay. Smallest words with heaviest weight, like mourners carrying fate. Thunder rolls beyond the graves, wind disturbs the ribbon sprays. All this morning, all the stones, still I've never felt less numb. Sad songs, old pain, sometimes loss unlocks the vein. Funeral, black roses fall, while your silence shakes it all. Death is speaking from the priest, still desire will not cease. Funeral, black roses near, mixed with incense, mixed with tears. In a room built just for goodbye, you become the reason why. No violins of romance here, only organ notes and fear. Still beneath the widow's black, old unfinished hearts attack. You step into your waiting car, rain distorts the taillight star. Some meetings fate decides to write in the worst and sharpest light. Funeral, black roses fall, while your silence shakes it all. Death is speaking from the priest, still desire will not cease. Funeral, black roses near, mixed with incense, mixed with tears. In a room built just for goodbye, you become the reason why. Spin cycle, neon hum, midnight laundryman. 24-hour buzzing light, plastic chairs and rainy night, road clothes, a washer's turning slow, like mechanical moons aglow. I came in with wrinkled clothes and a face the city knows as another tired ghost. But then I saw you by the soap. Oversized hoodie, messy bun, reading magazines for fun. Sneaker tapping to no beat, half asleep and looking sweet. Cheap machines, soft stare, loneliness hanging in the air. Midnight laundromat with you makes the ordinary new. Every dryer, every spin pulls me gently deeper in. Midnight laundromat, neon blue, rain outside and coffee too. Who'd have thought a place this plain could wash sadness from my brain? Spin, keep it spinning, spin. One sock falls beside your feet, you hold it up and laugh at me. Ice gets broken, small and dumb. Best kind way for talks to come. We compare detergent brands, straight complaints about ex's plans. Vending machine eats my coin. You smack it once and then rejoin. Soap, perfume, and humming fans. Tiny universe expands. Funny how fluorescent light can make strangers less polite. Cheap machines, soft stare, loneliness hanging in the air. Midnight laundromat with you makes the ordinary new. Every dryer, every spin pulls me gently deeper in. Midnight laundromat, neon blue, rain outside and coffee too. Who'd have thought a place this plain could wash sadness from my brain? Let the final rinse run late, let the thunder shut the gate. We can fold these cotton things like they're fragile human wings. No glamour, no show, just warm clothes and afterglow till the dryers click and cease and the silence turns to peace. Midnight laundromat with you makes the ordinary new. Every dryer, every spin pulls me gently deeper in. Midnight laundromat, neon blue, rain outside and coffee too. Who'd have thought a place this plain could wash sadness from my brain? Spin, spin, cycle. Moon dust, baseline, desert festival. Lantern towers in the sand, laser beams like foreign hands. Thousands gathered in the dunes, dancing under swollen moon. Burn a fire, circle bright, painting copper on the night. Nomad tents and mirrored art, everywhere a beating heart. You with silver painted eyes, look half human, half sunrise. our jaws. There's a festival tonight, blazing starlight, unified. Every grain beneath our feet turns to pulse and turns to heat. There's a festival we sway till the planets drift away. No horizon, no routine, only this electric dream. Electric dream. Someone spins a flaming rope, someone sells a little hope. Incense curling from the stalls, echo chants across it all. You grab my wrist and pull me near, say forget your normal here. Then the DJ starts to build and the empty chest gets filled. Kick drums bounce against the dunes like the earth has learned new tunes. I can taste the metal air and your laughter everywhere. No city, no loss, just rhythm in our jaws. There's a festival tonight, blazing starlight, unified. Every grain beneath our feet turns to pulse and turns to heat. There's a festival we sway till the planets drift away. No horizon, no routine, only this electric dream. Let the sunrise hit too late, let us misplace every day. Let the sand invade our clothes as the sub-frequencies grow. No office, no role, only moon inside the soul. Till the final speaker dies and reality arrives. There's a festival tonight, blazing starlight, unified. Every grain beneath our feet turns to pulse and turns to heat. There's a festival we sway till the planets drift away. No horizon, no routine, only this electric dream. Snow peaks, rail lines, morning train, Swiss rails cutting through the white, blue dawn washing mountain light, cabin warm with coffee steam, everything too clean to seem. I sit by the frosted pane, watching villages like grains. Then you enter scarf and case, and winter changes face. Seat across from mine is free. You ask softly, is this seat? Accent light as powdered snow. I forget all words I know. Steel tracks, soft glance, sometimes fate arrives by chance. Alpine window train with you makes the whole world brighter blue. Every tunnel, every pine turns to some romantic sign. Alpine window train we glide, lakes like mirrors by our side. And between Geneva skies I get lost Tractor stamps are paper slips. You want tea against your lips. Tell me you're headed east for a cousin's wedding feast. I tell lies that sound like charm, mostly just to keep you warm. Talking jobs and childhood snow as the glaciers pass below. Cowbells faint from distant farms, sunlight on your folded arms. I have flown through half the world, never seen such simple gold. Steel tracks, soft glance, sometimes fate arrives by chance. Alpine window train with you makes the whole world brighter blue. Every tunnel, every pine turns to some romantic sign. Alpine window train we glide, lakes like mirrors by our side. And between Geneva skies, I get lost inside your eyes. What if Zurich comes too fast? What if this is built to pass? Still I write my number down on the map of some ski town. No promises, no plea, just a chance and scenery. Sometimes all the heart requires is a carriage through the Alps. Alpine window train with you makes the whole world brighter blue. Every tunnel, every pine turns to some romantic sign. Alpine window train we glide, lakes like mirrors by our side. And between Geneva skies, I get lost inside your eyes. Heavy bag, sweat drops, gym lights. Concrete walls and rubber mats, skipping ropes and baseball caps. Old fan turning lazy round, punches making hollow sound. I came here to clear my head, write my knuckles, paint them red. Then I saw you hit the bag and my focus instantly cracked. Braced tight and jaw set firm, every cross had perfect burn. Sweat along your collarbone made the whole room overthrown. Bell rings, fast breath, attraction hits like sudden left. Boxing gym heat in July, under fluorescent battle sky. Every jab you throw out there lands somehow in open air. Boxing gym heat makes me shake, not from drills, oh I break, but because you're focused there, pins me harder than a snare. Hit, heavy hit. Heavy hit. Coach yells guard from by the ring. Radio plays some 90s thing. You ask if I can hold the pads, I say sure and hide the crash. Leather gloves against my palms, you move close with fight to calm. 1-2 hook, then little grin as if violence can flirt thin. Water bottle shared by chance, small electric sideways glance. Funny how a place this rough can make softness feel enough. Bell rings, fast breath, attraction hits like sudden love. Boxing gym heat in July, under fluorescent battle sky. Every jab you throw out there lands somehow in open air. 'cause the parking lot air is cooler, asphalt hot. You unwrap your hands and smile, ask if I'm here for a while. No perfume, no lace, just sweat shining on your face. Yet I've never seen a scene quite this brutally serene. Boxing gym heat in July, under fluorescent battle sky. Every jab you throw out there lands somehow in open air. Boxing gym heat makes me shake, not from drills or what I break, but because your focus stare pins me harder than a snare. Hey. Road ablaze, night view, skyline. Private helipad downtown, city glitter spread around. Pilot nods and straps us in, then the rooftop starts to thin. Road of thunder shakes the chest. You pull headset to your head, black dress, cardan, cabin light, turn danger into bright. We lift over avenue veins, headlights dripping liquid chains. Windows give a godlike frame, nothing on the ground the same. Higher, fast heart, luxury can tear apart. Helicopter skyline ride, with your hand locked into mine. Every tower, every sign looks like jewels beneath the night. Helicopter skyline sweet, makes the sleepless look asleep. Far above the noise and smoke, you say this is how we cope. Fly, skyline fly, fly. Champagne in the bottle pops, pilot grins but never stops. You lean close so I can hear over engines in my ear. Tell me you're tired of gold, tired of men who just control, tired of parties, tired of fame, tired of everyone the same. Funny how above the town masks get easier put down. 30 floors become a joke when the clouds begin to smoke. Higher, fast heart, luxury can tear apart. Helicopter skyline ride, with your hand locked into mine. Every tower, every sign looks like jewels beneath the night. Helicopter skyline sweet, makes the sleepless look asleep. Far above the noise and smoke, you say this is how we cope. Circle once around the bay, pretend dawn is far away. Let the road drown our lies, let confession learn to fly. No bodyguards, no cue, just altitude and cabin blue, blue, till the landscapes touchstone and the fantasy goes home. Helicopter skyline ride, with your hand locked into mine. Every time pages, dust light, library. Old oak tables polished dim, lamps with fading yellow rims, rain tapping the gothic glass, making study hours last. Everyone is mostly gone, only whispers linger on. You stack books beside your chair, loose hair falling everywhere. Gray sweater, ink upon your thumb, tiny cough and silence hum. I came here to read alone, now my focus has long gone. Soft eyes, low voice, quiet places make loud choices. Library at closing time, you become my favorite line between the shelves and ancient spines. Something shifts in borrowed time. Library at closing time, dust and paper feel divine. No nightclub could ever make my heartbeat rise this awake. Pages, closing pages. You ask if I can reach that shelf, I nod while mocking my calm self. Finger brushes finger there, and static floods the air. Shakespeare slips and nearly falls. We both laugh too loud for halls. Librarian gives us that stare. Still, I don't remotely care. Outside buses hiss and fade, inside amber pools are made by the reading lamps that throw private little islands glow. Soft eyes, low voice, quiet places make loud choices. Library at closing time, you become my favorite line between the shelves and ancient spines. Something shifts in borrowed time. Library at closing time, you become my favorite line between the shelves and ancient spines. Something shifts in borrowed time. Library at closing time, you become my favorite line between the shelves and ancient spines. Something shifts in borrowed time. Dust and paper feel divine. No nightclub could ever make my heartbeat rise this awake. Let the clerk say we are closed. Let us move a little slow down philosophy and art, as if shelving up my heart. No loud music, no disguise, just intelligence in your eyes. Till the front doors click and then I ask to see you once again. Library at closing time, you become my favorite line between the shelves and ancient spines. Something shifts in borrowed time. Library at closing pages, dust light, library, old tables polished dim, lamps with fading yellow rims, rain tapping the gothic glass, making study hours last. Everyone is mostly gone, only whispers linger on. You stack books beside your chair, loose hair falling everywhere, gray sweater ink upon your thumb, tiny cough and silence hum. I came here to read alone, no, my focus has long gone. Soft eyes, low voice, quiet places make loud choices. Library at closing time, you become my favorite line between the shelves and ancient spines. Something shifts in borrowed time. Library at closing time, dust and paper feel divine. No nightclub could ever make my heartbeat rise this awake. Pages, closing pages. You ask if I can reach that shelf, I nod while mocking my calm self. Finger brushes finger there, and static floods the air. Shakespeare slips and